All right, this is the Friday, October 22nd, GreatStockPicks.com highlight video. Not a lot to show you, and I'll show you why. SPY, this is the daily chart of the spiders, basically the entire S&P. Look at how narrow today's candle was in the market, and look at the volume. Scrolling to the left, I don't see a volume. This may be like the low of the year, or close to the low volume of the year. Maybe this one back here, but just no volume. It's really kind of odd. We're in earnings season and everything, but there were no financial or economic announcements today. Maybe that's part of it. But my goodness, it was almost untradeable. But the one highlight we do have was ATHR. You can see the daily here, nice breakout today. Going to 5-minute candles, I'll show you. When we spotted this kind of breaking out, let's go to 60s real quick. We spotted this kind of breaking out of this channel here. There we go. Kind of breaking out of this little channel, and we knew we had a recent high back here that, if broken on the daily, looked really good. So it gapped up, and when it was popping, then I wanted to get in long, but I didn't want to take a high-risk setup. So here we go. I'm zooming in on 5s now. All right, early pop, and that's when we discovered it. Put it on watch. Didn't want to just jump in, and I'll show you exactly what it looked like when I called it. Looked just like this. I liked it because it started to climb. I didn't want to wait and have to buy it if it broke the high of the day, but I knew if it broke the high of the day that daily chart might play out and it might get nicely through 28. So that's why I wanted to find an entry without having to jump in and buy the high of day break. So I liked to see this red candle come in here. These are 5-minute candles. Really liked it because that way what you have here, okay, you've got some shorts battling to push this thing back down. So I told the room, I said, if this doesn't get pushed back down, the longs are in charge here for sure, right? So the shorts, I love to see them jumping in here, and I had a nice 2-candle high that, if broken, especially after these shorts jumped in, gave me a good chance to get this thing through the high of the day, and then maybe continue that breakout we talked about. So the high was 27.49, the high of those 2 candles. I said I wanted to see it get through 27.50. So I went ahead and grabbed it at 27.52 right here. My worst case stop, right below this 2-candle low, 16 cents below. So 27.52 entry, 27.36 stop. And as we scroll to the right, look what happens. Finally started to go up near the high of the day, then a long base, but never came near our 27.32 stop, and ended up getting all the way up to, at one point, 28, what was the high today? 28.46, almost a dollar move in our favor. And here's the daily again, on 16 cents risk. So that's one thing to brag about. You know, we had some other calls. I had WFR on Bounce Watch, and you can see it did get a bounce, but didn't feel comfortable taking this till it proved its strength, because the market was so thin today that I made it break the high of the day here. So the entry was the high of day break like 12.52. Worst case stop down here. Well, it went to 12.62 or 65 or something, and that's just the way. You could look at a bunch of charts today and you'll see a bunch of afternoons that just look like this on so many stocks. So the afternoon, I don't think I called anything all afternoon. A couple that we started to watch that were possibly forming that waterfall setup, but nothing panned out as far as shape and volume. I just told everybody it wasn't worth it after that. So we did have some small stuff, but ATHR, a real nice trade. And I look to, in the future, we've been projecting setups live as they're forming, okay, to our members' screens, and using my little drawing tool here and the microphone to talk through the setup as it's forming, and telling everybody when I'm going to enter and that sort of thing, and what I'm looking for, where my stop is. So I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from the members on the live projections. And so I'm going to, one of these days, make a video of one live so you can see how our chat room works live and what the members are actually looking at, so you get a better idea of what we do on a daily basis. So anyway, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys Monday night.